guys, I'm Gabby.
I'm Carla.
Welcome to our channel. As you guys know, we had a baby, and the $1,000,000 question that everyone's been asking is, how did we get pregnant?
Can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm. She keeps me warm.
So the $1,000,000 question is, how do we get pregnant? That's what we're going to talk about in this video, because rumor has it that what?
Nothing.
That
She slept.
that I had a one-night stand,
Or she was crazy.
or
You
that,
was a crazy
or
baby
that I'm a
mama.
crazy baby mama, and that's why my baby daddy's not around me. Or
What else?
what else have we heard?
That he left you or something like that.
Yeah.
But no.
Or some people are just like, who is your baby daddy? And then sometimes I play along and I'm like, I don't know.
Because they
And then they
obviously
want to ask
know.
and then they want to ask all these other questions. I'm like, honestly, I don't know who my baby daddy is. And then they just kind of look at you like,
But I know some people are like curious and sometimes are scared to ask or don't want to invade your privacy. But I mean, we don't mind the questions, but just don't act stupid about it. Like, oh, who's your baby daddy? When you obviously know, like, you know, we're but so the first thing was basically getting ready. Just the whole process on how we wanted to go and when we wanted to have the baby and stuff like that, and obviously get her ready for her uterus, ready for a baby. But yeah.
So the first step of getting ready was we really wanted it to work on the first try, because obviously the process for a lot of people can take a long time, or I mean, if it does, then it just gets pretty expensive. And so part of the process was just making sure that you're ovulating. So I downloaded an app called Glow, and you just track your period and it tells you when you'll be ovulating. I bought ovulation sticks and made sure that they matched up with the app. And then from there we had to
we used the donor. So we had to set up an account with, it was some sperm bank thingy. So we needed to set an account to see what we really needed, and this was like a whole process. This wasn't just an overnight thing. We read over some papers to make sure this is what we wanted, and just to choose the right bank for us. So we basically had to set up an account, get every paper documents to get approved for a sperm, because they just don't send you like a sperm. You have to go to the doctor and get all this tests and stuff like that for them to send you the sperm. But and then the third thing for us was to
choosing a baby daddy.
Choosing our baby daddy.
And I know you don't have to say it, just choosing the donor.
And then this part was actually funny, because like we were shopping literally for our baby daddy. We were like, oh, he's not even cute enough.
Well, I kept thinking I was shopping
for her boyfriend.
And I wanted a donor that knew how to speak 3 languages, and I forgot, like, the baby's not gonna come out speaking 3 languages. So yeah.
But
once you choose, so before you choose a donor, you have to know what kind of donor you're looking for. If you're looking for an open donor, which is, it could be a lot of things, there's different kind, but an open donor, pretty much when the baby turns 18, they have the option to either receive photos or letters or somehow be in contact with the donor. I think when you're like 18. But we chose a closed donor, which means you just have absolutely no contact and you don't know who this person is. You do get to see the profile, which shows you like a brief medical history, which you have to buy like separate ones, like how much information you want to know. And then open or closed, and then You also want to know if you're going to be choosing a ICI, or if you're going to be having an ICI or an IUI. An ICI is really just when the sperm it gets inserted as closest to your cervix as possible, and the IUI actually goes into your uterus. So we chose IUI just because we wanted to make it something to have where we would have more chances of it being successful in the first try. So before we were able to order it, we had to make an appointment with a physician to sign what's called an A1 form. It's like for the doctor to authorize the release of the sperm. You just have to, the doctor has to approve it. Once you do that, then you can schedule it to be shipped to you. Whether you're doing it, you can have it shipped to the doctor's office or whatever address you want, and then depending on what the process is, then yeah.
One thing is just that when we wanted it to be shipped to our house, that way we can go ahead and start the, what's that word? Yeah. And to make sure, well, I wanted a summer baby, so I kind of wanted to choose.
Oh yeah, that was not fair. Okay, so I didn't want to be pregnant and fat in the summer like I am now, because it's.
Oh, you're not now.
I am fat. And she wanted me to be pregnant in the summer just because she didn't want to have a summer baby. I just wanted to have, well, which we actually had a spring baby, so that worked out. But I just went a lot of the summer.
It wasn't even summer. It was spring.
Oh, yeah.
So she didn't go through suffering. But
no, but it was hot. You have to order it 2 days before you're getting ready to ovulate, because you have to have it timed exactly to your ovulation date. So for us, it was October 17th, which you probably don't remember, but I do.
Yeah, no, it was October 17th because she told me, let's go get a car, let's go buy another car. So we went, but that's another story. Anyways, but yeah, you just have to choose like when you want it and stuff like that to make sure they're pregnant. But yeah, that's how we got pregnant.
So our baby's name is Liam, and we have 2 dogs, 2 huskies, Blue and Coco. We live in an apartment, which that's going to be a video on its own probably sometime on how we managed to deal with 2 huskies in an apartment. I do work here, so discount. And where do you work?
I work for a mortgage company. I don't do nothing. I just sit and do files and stuff like that. But I like my job. I can say that. Yeah, that's all I can say about my job.
So that's our story on how we got pregnant, and well, part of it, the process, and just stay tuned and subscribe because we're going to be talking about a lot more. Our next video is going to be about how we found out, how long it took us to find out, how we told everyone, the reaction, and in the future we will be talking about, we did have a lot of complications towards the end and some bad news along the way, so just kind of how we dealt with all that stuff, and just for everyone who's been asking, but not just because some people not just have been curious and asking, but some people were really concerned, and they were very supportive throughout the whole process too. So this is just because it just, yeah. Okay, bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay.
All right.